来了。好酷啊！加油！
太帅了，那个发丝都亮着光 ，Kim 好搭这身衣服。哦，来了，看看对面怎么样？
一看就学习好。
甜甜老师讲讲，学习好的外形有哪几个特质？
眼神坚定，底气足。
我的天哪，好有威慑力哦！
代表被告方的律师Sunny Henry Lee 分别是香港办公室的见习律师以及实习生。
哦，他已经是见习律师了，就是他的级别比实习生再高一点点。
好紧张。
Cut， 哇！出场我挨住了呀！好帅啊！中间这位一看就非常有姿势，在路上看到他都觉得他是法官，不知道为什么。
黄介儿大律师是前检控官及政府首席律师。王黎大律师是我的大师兄，是香港大学最早期从内地招收的法律学生。
哎，两边的经历都有。
侯百生律师、宋辩律师，在香港总共才90多位，侯律师就是其中一位。
我都紧张了，你才开始紧张，我已经。
We heard witnesses of all parties giving their evidence. Now we come to the stage of final submissions. According to the agreed procedure, counsel for the plaintiff will make their submissions first, followed by counsel for the defendant. Mr. Chu, please.
好帅呀，好帅！
May it please the court, my lord. I'm making the closing submission on behalf of the plaintiff. The plaintiff is making a proprietary claim and a restitution claim against the defendant on the basis of constructive trust and unjust enrichment. I'll make submissions on the claim of constructive trust, while my learned friend, Mr. Hu, will address the court on unjust enrichment. Would your lordship like a copy of the bundle?
Yes.
天哪！
哇哦，
要递上去。
一个 copy， 恨不得拿个箱子。
这法官要看的量好大呀。
他会指引法官第几份第几条，我觉得后面马上会。对的，他们到时候会翻过去。
All right, Ms. Chu.
I shall make a brief summary of the relevant facts in this case. This is a case about a romance scam where the plaintiff was deceived by the fraudster and transferred a total of 1.5 million Hong Kong dollars, representing her investment capital of $1 million Hong Kong dollars and capital gain tax of $500,000 to the fraudster's perpetrated bank account by 2 transactions. By mistake, the sum was transferred from the fraudster's bank account to the defendant's bank account. The defendant didn't refund the sum to the plaintiff, but further converted the sum into renminbi and paid the same to her husband through a friend.
杀猪盘，
这个翻译
学名杀猪盘，
精准极了。
I shall begin my submission on constructive trust. May I refer your lordship to paragraph 6 of the plaintiff's skeleton submission?
Yes.
In Bank, Jurong Central, and Council, Appeal Case 669 of 1996, it was held that where property is obtained by fraud, equity imposes a constructive risk on the fraudulent recipient that the property is recoverable and traceable in equity.
Kimberly 他第一个出来嘛，他讲的还是很有气度，他的这个陈词的无论是清晰程度也好，口头表达的速度也好，以及他的仪态也好，都还是不错的。
好帅啊，在这一刻。
In the present case, the defendant was a knowing recipient. The requirements of knowing recipients are set out in Azure and Proprietary Company.
Volume 2. Yeah, Ms. Chu. Ms. Chu, before you proceed, I see that you have paragraph 6 talking about constructive trust. You have paragraph 7 talking about knowing receipt. Now, I just want to make sure what exactly is your course of action.
哎，法官会第一轮就会打断问问题吗？
对他想要确认清楚你们的诉求到底是什么，这个是很关键，是一切的基础。
哦，
有一点点打乱了他的预期节奏。
It seems that constructive trust as a result of a fraud is a little bit different from a knowing receipt.
传小纸条，
小纸条，
看这儿，看这儿。
There are two causes of action in this case. The first one is knowing receipt. We are trying to make the defendant a constructive trustee by her knowing receipt. The second cause of action is unjust enrichment, and my learned friend Mr. Hu will address the court on this issue.
So what I'm asking is that, well, if your cause of action is knowing receipt, what is the relevance of paragraph 6 talking about a different course of action?
哦，对他第一个诉因应该是推定信托，对。第二个是不当得利，这两个方向其实跟之前对，但是他又提到了一个新的概念，叫做知情收受，所以法官就在问他到底是以哪个为诉因。
My lord, the logic of the plaintiff's flow is that first, we'll establish a constructive trust as between the plaintiff and the fraudsters. The defendant, as a third party, assumes liability as a knowing receipt, and she makes herself a constructive trustee to this trust by knowing receipt. The relevant fact is that the sum was transferred from a fraudster's account to the defendant's account in breach of constructive trust by mistake.
Yeah, I don't see knowing receipt here.
我天！
现在的判例都是论证推定信托这一诉因，这点显然也是被告的痛处。但是他现在想用知情收受来引出推定信托，而没有正面回答法官的问题，这点是不对的。
Ms. Chu, my question is very simple. That a knowing receipt is not a cause of action that you pleaded. If you have the question number 1 is it a pleaded case? Number 2, if it is not a pleaded case, can you argue that now?
Our proprietary claim is based on knowing receipt.
天哪，对方律师还没出手呢。
On the knowing receipt, you may wish to refer to paragraph 8 of the skeleton submission, because you said, in any case, the plaintiff can assert a proprietary claim against the defendant. This is the conclusion.
Yes, your lordship is correct.
Okay, my learned judge is asking you, to explain or to try to explain why you have first the argument based on a constructive trust, and then second, the defendant has a knowing receipt, and the relationship between the two arguments.
这个问题跨不过去。
Our proprietary claim is based on first the constructive trust.
So my question is, knowing the receipt part of your pleaded case, can you argue that now?
这你就是你的师兄是吧？
12分钟，他自己的这第一个点还没有讲完。
Yeah, as I said, if you do not have a ready answer, you can leave that to the reply. Please
My lord.
proceed. Yeah.
The plaintiff has decided to not to proceed on the claim of no receipt.
哦，
他直接放弃了，
退了。
哇，这个好大胆的一个决定啊！
对，以退为进是吧？壮士断腕。
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if that's your position, then please proceed. 有时候呢，有些我们的问题呢是比较尖锐，有些问题实在是答不了呢，的确是可以放弃一些阵地。
讲真，这个年纪就坐在这扛着3位，真是有点力不从心，也能理解。